Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. Good morning, this is Raj here, and it's the 9th of July 2022, a great weekend ahead of us. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Let me lay out what's in store for you guys today in today's show. We are going to look at a chart that I have created. It's more like a flow chart. It shows the various steps in a gene therapy production process. And from those steps, I have selected step number 2, which is going to be prep. And in that step, we have got 10 companies that I have identified, which I think we should know about. And I'm going to be profiling each of them in detail in the Closer Look series in the coming weeks. If you guys want any other company in this particular area, which you think I have forgotten to include, please put them in the comments and I will make sure that I can include them in our list of production for the coming weeks. With that said, let's get started. So I'm going to show you a flowchart that I have created based on my understanding of how gene therapy works. And I have tried to identify various processes that could happen so that we can look at companies by the process and make sure that we have covered the entire gene therapy field. That way, as a genomics investor, we would have a total overview of all the things that need to happen in order to get a gene therapy to market. And we would be able to invest in the right areas. And probably that's another kind of risk mitigation when you're investing in genomics. So within genomics, we can do risk mitigation by diversifying our investment into various stages of the gene therapy creation process. That's the idea behind this. So first, let me show you the chart. So here we have the chart in front of us. And you can see that I have started with consultation or sample extraction. So this would all happen in the clinic. And then you have to prepare them. This is where the consumables will come in. And each consumable item is linked to the manufacturer in whose hardware these samples are going to be processed. And in terms of processing, this is where the processing would happen. That could be like reading or sequencing and manipulating. When I say manipulating, I'm also talking about the example I gave you earlier of SQZ Technologies, where they have collaborated with a hardware manufacturer so that they can infuse suspensions into the cell, and then the suspension infused cell becomes the therapy. So that's what I mean by manipulate. In that case also, there's a hardware required. And then we have the research. So having done the sequencing, reading, manipulating, you continue doing the research and try to identify patterns, try to identify where the defect is, and associate a defect with a particular syndrome or a particular disease, and then set up the target and identify based on reading of the normal human genome what correction needs to happen. Then you conceptualize the therapy. When I say conceptualize, it could be like you're creating a CAR T therapy, or you're creating a base edit therapy, or whatever it might be. You conceptualize which area is to be tackled and how we are going to do it. And then you edit, infuse, or create those therapies. Like you could create a CAR T therapy by taking a T cell and modifying it, or you could infuse it like SQZ Technology does, and you create the therapy. Then you do the in vitro tests to see how it works. And then you do the animal trials if animal models are available for that particular syndrome. And then you do the human trials, and finally you have the therapy coming out. And for the coming weeks, I've chosen to focus on read, sequence, manipulate. This would also include the preparation part, because most of these companies would have consumables which will have to be used in order to prepare the sample so that the hardware can accept it and read and spew out the results. And within read, sequence, manipulate, I'm not only talking about the hardware, but I'm also talking about the software that would be involved. And that software could have an overlap with the research as well as the sequencing area. So I'm not making much of a distinction out there. So let's go and have a look at the 10 companies that I've identified in this area, which we need to focus on. And if any of you think that we need to look at some other important company which I may have overlooked in creating this list, as I mentioned, please put it in the comments below, and I'll definitely make sure that I include them in our list of companies to profile. So with that said, let's go and look at my list out here. So here is my list of companies that I want to work on. The first one is PerkinElmer Inc. Ticker symbol is PKI. It has a market capitalization of 18.38 billion and its EPS is 6.14. So for genomics investor, a positive EPS is always good news because we are all used to negative EPSs. And it's a fairly old company. It was established in 1947 in Massachusetts, US. The second company is Bio-Rad. And if you look at Bio-Rad, the ticker symbol is BIO. 15.34 billion is the market cap. EPS is minus 3.39, established in 1952 in California, USA. And the next company I have in my list is QGen. QGen is the ticker symbol. 10.93 billion is the market cap. 2.37 is the EPS. 1984 is the year of its establishment. And this is a Netherlands-based company. Illumina is the next one, ILMN. We have profiled this before. So most probably this will be one of the last companies that I would like to profile in our Closer Look series, because I would like to maybe include information about the potential Q2 earnings that they will release. And that will be a better use of the segment. Its market cap is 31.58 billion. EPS is 4.61 positive. 1989 is the year of establishment in California, USA. Agilent Technologies is the next one. Its ticker symbol is A, and market cap is 36.35 billion with EPS of 4.19, and start date or the date of establishment for this company was 1999 in Santa Clara, USA. Pacific Biosciences, we have already profiled this company. So again, this is going to be one of the last companies that I might profile in the Closer Look series, and I'll try to incorporate Q2 earnings into it if it's available by that time. PACB is the ticker symbol. 1.248 billion is the market cap. Minus 0.81 is the EPS. It was founded in 2000 at California, USA. Oxford Nanopore is the next company. One of our subscribers had wanted me to profile this company quite a while back. I promised I would, and it's definitely coming in. I'll try to expedite that and put it ahead of others so that you can have a quick look at Oxford Nanopore. The ticker symbol is ONTTF. I think it's on the OTC market because it's a British company. 3.16 billion is the market cap. EPS is minus 0.28, and it was established in 2005 in England, UK. Thermo Fisher is the next company. TMO is the ticker symbol. 215.9 billion is the market cap. 19.34 is the earnings per share, established in 2006 in the US. 10x Genomics is the next company. TXG is the ticker symbol. 5.86 billion is the market cap. EPS is minus 0.80, and it was established in 2012 in California, USA. And as you can see that we have a whole lot of genomics companies in California, and most of these genomics companies that we profile are in US because that's where we can buy and sell shares. The only exception out here is QGen, Venlo, Netherlands, and Oxford Nanopore from England, UK. These are the only two exceptions, but we are going to study them because even if something succeeds in UK or Netherlands, it could become a market leader, and we still need to keep track of them and make sure that we have an opportunity to invest in those shares. So there you have it. Those are the 10 companies that I'm going to profile in the Closer Look series going forward. Of course, over and above that, I will also have geopolitical segments coming in because there's a whole lot happening out there. And not only the Russia-Ukraine conflict, but also there is a whole lot of power struggle going on in the Asia-Pacific region. And recently with the assassination of ex-Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan, there's a lot of things that are happening out there that needs our attention. Basically, as investors, I think we are already in a recession at this point of time. And given that in a recession situation, employment is low and demand is weak, and there is generally demoralization everywhere, we need to make sure that we are aware of geopolitical issues because they can have a outsized impact on our personal lives. as investors. And therefore, I'll be bringing you select geopolitical segments. It's not going to dominate the channel, but there'll be one potentially maybe a week which talks about some geopolitical issue or the other, preferably with global financial impact, so that it relates to us in the genomics field as investors. And with that said, I think I would like to do some live sessions also. My major concern is that we have only 575 subscribers at this point of time, and generally in YouTube, only 10% of the subscribers are active in the sense that they come and look at the videos. So if you look at our daily update video, which I have rebranded as Morning Show, you can see that overall, over 48 hours period, we have around 70 to 75 odd views, which is very less. And therefore, I'm a bit skeptical about going live on a live session, because I wouldn't like to do a live session with nobody watching or just 2 or 3 people watching. And then that would not be representative for the rest, because when I do a studio session record and upload the video, I try to consider all the subscribers and I try to present it in a controlled manner. But if I was to go live and there are only 5 people watching, and out of the 5 only 2 or 3 interact in the chat, then the session is likely to become a bit rudderless, and the production quality may also suffer. But if we were to have 15 or 20 active chat members and maybe around 40 or 50 viewers in a live session, I would definitely like to do that. So my gut feel says that until we reach 1,000 subscribers, it would be a bit risky to go live. But you can put in the comment section whether you think you would be able to spare some time. And in the community section, I'm going to put up a poll finding out, asking you questions about a live session, whether we should do it, which day of the week we should do it, what is the time slot that is most suitable to you. And based on the results I get from there, I'd be able to go forward. So please make sure that you go to the community tab and look at the polls and answer them, so that I can bring the live session to you much earlier. And that will be very interesting for the channel. And having said that, I want to go back to the list of those 10 companies that we spoke about. So those 10 companies are going to be coming up in the closer look session, which means that we may potentially have 2 to 3 companies profiled every week. And if you do not want to miss any of those companies, I would strongly recommend that you go and press the notify icon, so that as soon as I post those videos, you get a notification. Then you can look at it. If it's just the morning show and you can watch it later, that's fine. But if it's a company profile that we are bringing up in the closer look series, and you want to watch it immediately, then you can click on it and just go for it. That way, I think our viewership will also go up for each of those videos. It will be encouraging for me, and it will also make sure that you do not miss out on any videos that I'm putting out on this channel. With that said, I would like to bring this video to an end, and I hope you all have a great weekend. If you like this video, please put a like out there, and if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help us push us beyond 575. Our target is 1,000 subscribers now, and your help is very appreciated. Thanks and have a good day. Bye for now.